Let's take a surprise test to determine how well we understand AWS so far. So these questions are based on general AWS interview questions, exam or certification based questions. All right. So the first one is, what is AWS?
Amazon Web Services.
Okay, that's good. So the answer is AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. It is a platform that provides on-demand resources for hosting web services, storage, networking, databases, and other resources over the internet. That's good. So we will move on to the second one. So what are PEM and PPK file?
Those are the keys which are used for logging into the virtual machines.
That's correct. Okay, PEM stands for Privacy Enhanced Mail. They are generally public keys used as internet security standard, used to log in for Windows-based virtual machines. So PPK, Putty Private Key, they are used to enable communication securely with servers that are having corresponding public keys, used to log in for Linux-based virtual machines. That's good. We'll move on to the next one. What are key pairs? We just discussed, right?
The key pairs are something like we have a PEM key or a PPK key, and there is another key present in the server. So when we map with each other, we get the password for logging into the virtual machine.
That's correct. That's correct. So a key pair, key pairs are secure login information for your instances or virtual machines. To connect to the instances, we use key pairs that contain a public key and a private key, that is a .pem or .ppk file. All right, we will move on to the next one. So what is the default login username in Amazon Linux and Microsoft Windows-based EC2 virtual machines? When we create a virtual machine for the first time, what will be the default user login name?
Windows, it is administrator.
Correct.
Linux, it is EC2 user.
Okay, it is EC2-user. Okay, it is case sensitive again. So EC2-user is the default login username for Amazon Linux-based VMs. Administrator is the default login username for Microsoft Windows-based VMs. That's good. Good attempt. We will move on to the next one. Name the types of cloud deployment models.
It should be free tier, pay as you go.
We have two types, right? One is a cloud deployment model and cloud delivery model. Cloud deployment is the one where you want to host your web servers, where you want to host your data center in the cloud. What type of data center it should be?
On-prem, hybrid, and fully on cloud, is it?
Okay. So it's a public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and community cloud. So on-premises is your own data center. So these are the four types of cloud deployment models are available. All right, let's move on to the next one. Name various cloud delivery models. We have actually 3 base delivery models, and there are many types, correct?
Infrastructure-based software, platform-based software, and then
IaaS, and
correct. That's correct. Very good. Good attempt. It's IaaS, infrastructure as a service, PaaS, platform as a service, and SaaS, software as a service. These are the 3 base delivery models. There are many other delivery models to name few database as a service, correct? All right, we'll move on to the next one. Name any 3 cloud services in AWS. We have touched upon many services so far. You can handpick any 3 out of that, whatever we have learned so far. Name any 3 cloud services.
EC2.
It falls under which category? EC2.
Virtual machines.
Okay. What is the head? Under which head it falls?
Compute.
Exactly, that's correct. All right, computing, storage, networking. These are the services so far we have touched upon. Under computing, we have EC2, Elastic Beanstalk, auto scaling. The topics that are not covered will be touching upon very shortly. Under storage, we have S3 Simple Storage Service, EBS, EFS. Can someone tell me which storage we have touched upon so far?
EBS, Elastic Blob Storage.
Correct, that's correct. That is the default hard disk storage that is attached to your virtual machines. And the third service is networking, VPN, Virtual Private Network, VPC, Virtual Private Cloud, CloudFront, and Route 53. All right, good attempt. Let's move on to the next one. What is pay-as-you-go model in cloud services?
Whatever the services that we are using, we need to pay for those services.
Exactly, that's correct. So the definition part is you only pay for the services you consume, and once you stop using them, you will not be charged further for the services that you have stopped using. Good attempt. Here comes the next one. What are availability zones and regions?
Multiple locations clubbed together is an availability zone. And single region will have multiple availability zones.
Okay, you just reverse the answers. Availability zones are isolated, discrete physical data centers. It is the independent individual data center that is availability zone. Okay, regions represents the group of availability zones located in a geographic location. Say, for instance, Mumbai region, Europe region, okay, Asia Pacific region. So in that region, there could be 3 or 4, 6 data centers. Each of these independent data centers are referred to as availability zones. The group of these availability zones represents a region. All right, good attempt. Let's move on to the next one. What is the difference between stopping and terminating an EC2 instance? We used to terminate.
When we stop the instance, we can again restart the that instance. When we terminate that instance, we can't able to restart that instance.
That's good. Very nice. Yes. When you stop an EC2 instance, it performs a normal shutdown on the instance and moves to a stopped state that can be started again. And here you need to make a point, note a point. A new public IP will be assigned to that virtual machine when you restart that instance. When you terminate an instance, it is moved to a stopped state first. Then that instance is deleted permanently. The EBS volumes attached to it are deleted and can never be recovered. Thank you so much for your participation. We'll have a lot more questions in the upcoming sessions.